your presence. A week ago, we came over here and this lathe wasn't running. I want to talk to you about a man by the name of Butch. Little I did not know until probably this year that his name was James. He was a master wood turner and probably the reason why I stand before you today. He was one of my mentors. Butch was very much involved in education in high schools and stuff. He was a mentor. He loved working with children, young adults, and promoting his craft. Butch was born in 1947, which he was an old guy. He's a lot older than I was. I pulled his bio. We have these on all of our wood turners. But he graduated from high school in 1966. He went to college at Central State University in Edmond, earned a bachelor's degree. He had a minor degree in fine art. He done many art classes in Oklahoma City, Rose State College. Entered the building trade as an employee as a framer. He framed, I guess Coach Hill talked to you about that. He was a cabinet maker, furniture maker. He made the wheels on the coaches, wagon wheels. He demonstrated tools for the Sears Company. These tools here from Sears Company. He taught educational classes at the Votex in Oklahoma City. Here's the cool part. Butch had done work at the state capitol. Butch has worked at the University of Oklahoma in Norman. Butch has worked at the Oklahoma State University at Stillwater. Will Rogers Airport in Oklahoma City. Baseball Hall of Fame in Oklahoma City, and many motels and hotels and hospitals. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach, March, I was given the task by being Butch's friend. Earl, I want you to have his hand tools. I said, I can't do it. You need to wait 6 months before you do anything with it. She said, no, you don't understand. I think Butch wants you to have these tools. But it comes with an attachment, guidelines, rules. The tools can never be put on a shelf and admired. They got to be put back in the hands of people that will use them. Covert came along. Butch died April the 17th of this year. He wanted to come to the high school in 2000 to work, but he just couldn't. He was sick. He had cancer. He passed away. I talked to his wife and stayed in contact with him, and after Butch passed, we called and talked. And I'm a big guy, but I'm not going to be ashamed of it. We both cried because we lost a great friend. I lost a mentor. She said, Earl, I'm going to send you these tools, but you've got to put them back in the hands of people that will use them. COVID came and we were locked out. We weren't in school, we didn't go in play. We didn't demo, we were shut down. I was really feeling horrible. What am I going to do with the tools? They've been in trouble. They've been sitting in my shop, not being used. And that's one thing that Butch didn't want. We got Sam, had told us, Stephen, that you guys have got a lathe, we'll become, we did. So we came over here, we met Coach Hill, we met some of you guys, and we were talking about it. I told Coach Hill, I said, Coach Hill, if I can get this lathe running, I will bring it back, and I will bring you a set of tools. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the tools that have been touched by the master's hand. They're not fancy tools you see in magazines, but these are the tools that Butch Lindley used in his work and his craft and when he taught people. These tools I had in my hand when Butch laid his hand on mine and showed me how to turn. This device right here is called a safety chuck. I'll show you how to do it. It's the greatest thing in the world. This piece of equipment right here is probably the reason why I'm standing here before you as a wood turner. So with sadness in my heart, but fulfilling a promise that I made, I now present you guys with a set of tools that's been touched by the master's hand. And I hope you.
What would you say, guys?
Thank you.
It's my great honor. Today, I have fulfilled a promise. I think Butch is laughing at us or looking at us from heaven and saying, hope he's proud of me. Hope one of my mentors are proud of me. Guys, here's your lathe. It's one of the most safest lathes I've ever seen that we've worked with. I'll explain it to Coach Hill how to turn it off and how to turn it on. It has a safety drive in it. Look here. It's not bound down. so you can take a tool and stick it in here and it's not going to throw it at you, it's not going to catch it. I want to run over just a very, very few safety back to running and stuff, so you guys actually do now have a lathe. The tools you see laying on the table was donated to you guys from a guy by the name of Butch from Oklahoma City. He's a mentor of mine. He passed away April the 17th of this year. His widow charged me or gave me the opportunity or the privilege to putting those tools back to work. She gave them to him. I said, you can't do it. I said it needs to wait 6 months, blah, blah, blah. COVID came along and I couldn't get the tools out. We came here a week ago, found out what you guys were doing here. I told Coach Hill, I said, if I get the lathe running, we'll bring you a set of tools. So today, guys, you guys are presented with a set of tools. They're not new. They're used. They were touched by the master's hand. One of the stipulations of the tools is they could not go on a shelf. They could not be set up on a shelf and admired because of whose tools they were. They have to go back to work. So they're coming to you guys, to your school, to be used. So that was one of the things. We took a lot of pictures earlier. I have a bio here of Butch. Taking up time, I don't mean to. I'm sorry, I should have my ducks run. Tell you what kind of guy he was. He was born in 1947, Marlow, Oklahoma. Graduated from high school in 1966. Graduated from college in 1971 with a bachelor's degree. He entered the workforce as a framer, carpenter. He was a cabinet maker, furniture maker, built wheels for wagon wheels or wooden wheels. Demonstrated tools for Sears Company. Some of the tools you see will be Sears. He taught as an educational woodworkers teacher at the Votech in Oklahoma City. He started a furniture business. Now here's the cool part. He's done work at the Capitol building. So if you go in the Capitol building, some of his work there. He worked at the University of Oklahoma in Norman, southeastern Oklahoma at Stillwater. He has work in Will Rogers Airport in Oklahoma City. This is kind of cool. Athletes in here? Any athletes in here? He done some work. His work is at the Softball Hall of Fame in Oklahoma City. So if you go there, you might see some many motels, homes, and hospitals. So that's the guy that these tools belong. I'm going to give you a very short, brief safety deal. This lathe only does one thing, and it spins around and around. There's a motor here, tailstock here. And I'm not going to get it. Rod's going to get into much of that here in just a second. I'm going to do a demo for you here in just a second. This lathe only knows one thing. You don't care if you get your finger in there to cut your finger off. It don't care. It's going to go around and around. We're going to you'll hear us. If we get to come back, we'll be safety, safety, safety. We want you to be safe. We'll teach you how to do stuff the safe way, the best that we know how. You're probably going to get aggravated at us, and that's fine, as long as we send you home with just a Band-Aid. We don't want your finger going 2 places at one time. Speed lathe, Rod's going to do all that there. If we get to come back, there are certain things we're going to ask you guys to do. You're going to take a safety test, you're going to take safety order. You're going to make 100 on that test. We want you to know what we're saying to you. We don't care if you take a test. We're not here to see how well you take a test. We're here to pass knowledge on to you. We want to make sure that you understand what we're saying to you. Okay? Tools, Chris, these guys aren't going to get in there fishing hole. I'm going to turn a piece of wood. If you've seen me do this before, shh. If you have not, let's hope it doesn't blow up. And it could. This is a piece of crepe myrtle that I got, I don't know, a month or 2 ago. It's green wood. I'm going to try to turn an egg out of it. The great thing about wood is you never know what's in it until you open it up. We prefer not to work with perfect wood. We like the irregular wood. And this is Rod's lathe, so we're going to work on here just a little bit. Oh, that's great. Always turn your piece 360 degrees. Before you turn the lathe on, make sure it's mounted good and solid. Keep the tailstock up as long as you can. Make sure your lathe's on minimum speed. Stand to the side before you start it. We always ask that you wear a face shield. You will see us turn sometimes without one. Hopefully we're doing it when it's safe. But in the beginning, you always should wear a face shield. Always start out at slow speed. All right, everything looks good. I'm gonna bring it up to speed. Speed's a whole different deal. I don't know what I'm gonna turn at, depends on what the wood does. I'm gonna turn probably about 800 to 1,000 RPM. That's probably about 600.
What
Yes.
kind of wood is that, Earl?
Crepe myrtle. Y'all know what crepe myrtle is? It grows in everybody's yard, has the pink flowers on it. Really pretty wood. It is a really cool wood to turn because it's really dense. It's a hardwood. I can't put much pressure on it. Okay, here we go. Let's take this and move this around. I'm not kidding, guys. This may blow up. Yeah, bring it on around this way. And no, it will not be the first piece I blew up this week. Great, thank you, guys. You're the best. Turning an egg, guys. Here we go. One thing I forgot to do. Always lay your work out. Have an idea of what you're going to do before you ever start. I'm going to mark on his tool rest. If y'all remind me here in a minute, I'll explain what I'm doing there. Reason why that's important. Here we go. This may be a duck egg, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a hen egg. Y'all hear that clicking? I'm deaf and I heard it, so I know y'all did. That's one ugly looking egg, girl. I tell you, we're always interested in what's inside the wood, not necessarily the wood. Rod will talk a little bit about that here in a minute.